Good afternoon, everyone. How is everyone doing today? I figured we'd start doing Sundays as sort of a relaxing day, and in relaxing, what do? You make other people feel like they're not relaxed like you are, right? So we've decided on some Eldrazi and taxes for today, and then afterwards we're going to be playing some mono white enchantments. Making sure that our relaxing Sunday is relaxing to us, but not our opponent. They always say that Magic is a zero-sum game, and there's a limited amount of fun to be had, and I want to have all of it today. So, this is my current build of Eldrazi and taxes. It's definitely a little bit different than some of the other ones. I'm running 4 Thalia Guardian of Thraben because I think this card is stupid. In something you might not know about me, but I actually really like this card. So this is something that I like to have 4 of in the deck. Back when I played it, probably like 2 years ago almost. I really enjoyed this card, and I like keeping it in the deck as a 4 of. We also have a big Thalia, just one, but a big Thalia in this deck as well. I think there's no Reality Smashers in this deck, which is a little bit different than some of the other Eldrazi and tax decks you might see. They sometimes play one in the sideboard. I do not have one of those. Instead, my sideboard is kind of based around the fact that we play against a lot of, like, right now in Modern, there's a lot of decks that rely on the graveyard, so we have 2 Rest in Pieces, a lot of decks that rely on artifacts. We have Stony Silences. Kor Firewalker is really getting its burn. There's a lot of burn going around. Same with Blessed Alliance and stuff. Ethersworn Canonist is good against like Storm, which can be not a problematic matchup, but one that we actually should deal with a lot more. And then we have a couple of grindier things, some like anti-tokens things, and like Orzhov Pontiff and Zealous Persecution, etc. And the deck itself is it's fairly straightforward in how it works. So I'm going to jump into a league here, and we are going to play some sweet, sweet Eldrazi and taxes. That league. All right. Alrighty. Found my opponent pretty quick there. That was awesome. I'm okay with that. It takes some time sometimes, and I don't like sitting around and doing nothing. Okay, so this hand is actually pretty okay. Unfortunately, these two comes into play tapped lands, which kind of sucks, but we do this into Aether Vial on turn 1, and if we draw another land, we could just do Tidehollow Sculler on 2. Or Thalia maybe, and then just have Tidehollow Sculler with the Aether Vial later down. But like this hand is pretty okay, so I'm okay with keeping it. It's hard to not keep land plus Aether Vial in this deck, to be perfectly fair. Search for Tomorrow. Okay. That could be good or really bad for us. Always yield this, but not always say yes. Okay. So it looks like we're down a turn here. We need to start putting it to our opponent, especially if they're on red-green Valakut. I doubt it's Belcher. It's likely Valakut. Yeah. Or maybe it's just 5-color. Scapeshift? The Bring to Light Scapeshift or whatever? That's possible too. I've never really seen Canopy Vista out of them. That's good. So Is it snowing? Sorry, I need to pause for like 5 seconds. I need to see if it's snowing. And it's not snowing down here, so I like snow. Snow is great. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play Thalia. And then at their draw step, I'm going to put in this Tidehollow Sculler. That one you got. Would you like to pay a mana for it? No, looks like they are. Yeah, I don't know, man. You should definitely be playing Hedron Crab instead. Let's put this in. Let's see what they've got. Why not run both? Oh boy, what are they doing? A Braid targeting Thalia? Sure. Okay, so obviously they are Red-Green Valakut Titan. Chandra Torch of Defiance is interesting. And that's coming down next turn. Which will kill my Tidehollow Sculler and get back whatever they're taking anyway. I missed a land drop last turn, didn't I? Huh. Do I just take... They've already drawn a card this turn. So they aren't drawing another land. If I take Cultivate, or if I take Chandra, I think I just take Chandra. That seems right. Put a Boggle in there as well. I sure did. Yeah, I missed playing my land last turn. I didn't even think about it. It's all good. I would like to use that to go up to 3. Oh boy. Let's do this thing. Let's take your Cultivate, which sounds really weird. Go to combat. Swing with that thing. And just pass. So we know their hand. Okay, so they drew this. Because they have 2 Scape Shifts and a Prime Time in hand. Activate. Yes, put in Displacer. No, I want to leave it on 3. Another Tidehollow Sculler. Oh boy. I think I still play the Thalia here. Because of it, well, yeah. I could just, during their draw step, flicker a Thought-Knot Seer. And that way I can take the Prime Time. And then they can cast Scapeshift, but they'll only have, even if they draw a land, they only have 6 lands. So they can't actually just, like, straight up kill me. So then if I'm flickering, then I've only got 1 mana to really use. So I play my land. God, if I hadn't played my land, or if I had missed my land drop with this a couple turns ago, I would be able to play like Tidehollow Sculler and Flicker the Thought-Knot Seer. But it's whatever. Swing in for 9. Okay, so during your draw step, Flicker Thought-Knot Seer. So I want to exile after you draw. So draw a card, please. Then see your hand. So you have... Oh, they're on this version. Okay. With Bloodbraid and stuff. They still don't have 5 mana. I think if I take Explore, then they play Bloodbraid. And Bloodbraid probably doesn't do anything. If I take Bloodbraid, they can cast Explore, they can play a land, which doesn't really do anything if they draw the land. Because then they can what? They could cast Scapeshift maybe, but that doesn't kill me. I think you take BVE as well, yeah. Just because it poses the most threat, just in case they get something crazy off of it. So they cast Explore, sure. And they drew a Lightning Bolt. Okay. No. Pat to exile for their Titan if they draw it. Because if they draw a land, they're going to play their Titan next turn. And do I play Thalia here? Or do I play Tidehollow Sculler and take the Primetime? I could just take the Primetime. Because if they draw a land, they're at 6 and they still can't kill me. If I play Thalia, it forces them to pay extra for whatever they take, but them drawing a land is the most detrimental to me. I think. Because I don't think they do anything else does anything. I guess they could play they could draw Cultivate, but then if they play Cultivate now, let's say with green, red, red, they have green, white, they'd have 3 left over that are untapped, and so they can't Scapeshift and kill me. And I'm at 20 anyway, so they couldn't kill me to begin with. So they could just take Primetime here with this. And then go swinging. Knock them to 2. Yeah, I was like, they just don't really have a whole lot. Okay, so against Amulet Titan, or not Amulet Titan, Red-Green Valakut Titan, I want... Do I want Blessed Alliance? Just to maybe get rid of their Primetime, but then they still have to attack me. I definitely want Aven Mindcensor. And I just need to be super aggressive this game, right? So... maybe drop one of the Wasteland Stranglers, just because it doesn't really kill anything in their deck. Although, they know that I'm going to bring in hate pieces, and they're going to probably try and make it a grindier game by putting in, tireless trackers and stuff. So maybe keeping a couple of the Stranglers in is fine. So we just, put an Aven Mindcensor, drop a Strangler. How does that sound? Because, Fatal Pushes don't really do a whole lot. Blessed Alliance doesn't do great things. Ethersworn Canonist doesn't matter. Rest in Peace and Stony Silence both don't matter. Kor Firewalker doesn't matter. Relic-Warder is like okay, but I don't really think they play anything other than like Colony Hard Expedition. I don't know what they bring in. They're not going to bring in like Blood Moon against me. So Zealous Persecution doesn't do anything. Pontiff doesn't do anything. Gideon might be fine just because it puts a clock in, but like I already have a decent clock against them. My deck kind of preys on decks like this though, like slowing them down, making it harder for them to search, that kind of stuff. That's all like that's what Taxes does. This hand is very good. If we draw one more land, this hand is stupid. And especially since we're on the draw, my opponent mulliganed. Oh boy. There's Valakut. I'm just going to braid my Aether Vial. No, explore, sure. Okay, my opponent is successfully ramping. Yes, okay. Land. Untap land. Make you deal with this one. I forgot how much fun this deck is. Sure. I think I play this so that next turn I can play Thought-Knot Seer and then have this on 3 to Wasteland Strangler, whatever they have. Yeah, I know. Tri-Builder is just so good. Sure. Yeah, I'm just going to put my Thalia into play now, I think. They have a Bolt for Thalia. Sure. Yep. And that's a good one, too. Thought-Knot Seer, you... Well, should I attack first? Yeah, I probably should, right? And then play Thought-Knot Seer, see what they've got going on. And then I've got the Wasteland Strangler up just to nab whatever creature they might play. Oh, wait. I don't need to, right? They've got a Search for Tomorrow exiled? Can this hit any creatures? So I could, at their end of... Why would you bring in Crumble of Dust against me? What? Just to, like, hit my Eldrazi Temples? That seems really bad. I'm just going to take your Bloodbraid Elf. So if they play a creature, then it'll be perfect. If they don't play a creature at end of turn, I might just flash in Wasteland Strangler, eat their Search for Tomorrow, and then give this -3/-3 just because why not? And then that way they don't get Search for Tomorrow either. And they have a Crumble to Dust in hand. They're going to Crumble to Dust my Caves of Koilos. So they can't search my library. So they're just blowing up my land for 4 mana. They get to look at my hand. Yeah, I don't think it matters. You can't search my library, bud. And now they don't have anything in hand. Okay. Go to end step. Activate. Yes, put in Wasteland Strangler. Target Thought-Knot Seer. Eat your Search for Tomorrow. Is that okay? My opponent is probably not super happy about anything. Wait, hold on. What are they at? They're at 16. I'm hitting for 7, 8, 9. I can hit for 10, 11, 12, or 10, 11. Knock them to 5. Put me at 20 and out of Scape Shift range. If they draw a land next turn, they can pay for searching, play the land, fetch, Scape Shift, but that's only 6 lands. God, I think my opponent's just like super dead. I'm just going to go swinging. It doesn't change the clock any. And being out of Scape Shift range doesn't matter for next turn. So. And now I'm just going to play another Leonin Arbiter and pass. Hey! That was pretty fun. Valka Titan, not a big fan of Eldrazi in Texas, are we? How's everyone else doing today? Are they feeling good? I'm feeling good. I get to have some sweet, awesome dinner. We're going out to dinner for my girlfriend's mother's birthday today, and I get to just like hang out, have a good time, tax people into oblivion. No one invite Nuketopia. He'll be upset about today. So, I would keep this hand if I had colored sources, but not having colored sources really sucks. This hand is a lot better. I kind of like this hand, actually. Yeah, it was her birthday like 2 weeks ago. We just haven't gone out to dinner yet because no one's really been, like, had enough time for it. I don't think I need a Blade Splicer. I think I'd probably need a Blade Splicer. Oh boy. Did my opponent miss a land drop? Oh no, opponent, that's not good for you. That's really bad for you. Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy. You guys want to watch something really funny? Like really, really funny? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, dude. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh boy. I shouldn't feel this happy about this. Oh. Oh, let's hope you draw land. Oh, he drew a land. Okay. Would you like to pay 2 mana to search? Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh no. Oh no. You really shouldn't have done that right now. You gonna play another Noble Hierarch? Sure. Oh. I really feel for my opponent, to be honest. Oh god, this is so bad. Get your other land out of here, please. Oh, god, I'm the worst. Oh man, I'm everything evil in this world. What do we got? Just a bunch of fucking expert things. Alright, take that one. Oh. Oh god, I'm so evil. It feels so good. It really does. Oh man. It feels so good. Please don't draw another land. I don't have another one of those tricks up my sleeve. It doesn't look like they slammed a land already. They absolutely would have. Do you have anything? God, I wish I could draw like an Eldrazi Temple next turn. And then it's like, hey look, Thought-Knot Seer too. Oh boy. Do I just go after their hand again with Tidehollow Sculler, or do I Flickerwisp one of their blockers? I should probably go after their hand, right? See if they have another pump spell in case they're trying to kill my Leonin Arbiter or one of my Scullers. I think I should go after their hand, correct? I think that's right. And that way I can Flickerwisp a Thought-Knot Seer later down the line if I need to. Yep. Okay, so they have another Noble Hierarch, which they could have cast, but I guess they didn't. They have Vines. Yeah, I know that they have 2 vines, which obviously are like good takes here. Oh, vines does do it. Oh, right. Duh. Duh. Alright, well, I'm not going to do anything then. I forgot that vines also kicks things. I always forget. I always think it's just like just hexproof, which it is, but it has the kicker ability as well. And they drew a land. Oh boy. So, do I just Flickerwisp their Noble Hierarch? And then swing in for 8 to knock them to 2? That seems right. Because this either forces them to use the vines to prevent it. Okay, they're floating a green. That doesn't do anything. And now I knocked them to 2 with 3 power in the air. Yeah, they were just like super dead. Okay. So I want Zealous Persecution, Fatal Pushes, and do I want Ethersworn Canonist too, just to prevent them from like double spelling me? Is that good? I don't think that's good against them. Blessed Alliance is pretty good. Pontiff isn't good enough. I don't know if I like Blessed Alliance as much. Okay, so against Infect, despite how good it was there, I actually don't think Leonin Arbiter is very good against them. So I'm actually going to cut the Leonin Arbiters. Well, you like Blessed Alliance? That's probably not that bad, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I don't really like the Leonin Arbiters against them. They don't do a whole lot. And I think I just like having this configuration of things. Yeah. I don't know about Canonist. It just doesn't feel like this is the matchup for Canonist at all. And, like, I'm thinking about Relic-Warder as well, just because it exiles, what's the name of that spell? Or the Inkmoth Nexus. If I have a Vial on 2, which is a lot of hoops to jump through for that, which is why I'm not taking it and just slamming it. This just, I mean, this presents a clock, it makes blockers, but I don't know if that's good enough. Yeah, it doesn't feel very good. I think I'm actually just okay with this configuration. Excuse me, let's do this. This hand is fine. Like, Thalia is really good against them. Tidehollow Scullers are really relevant. Blessed Alliance can get rid of their things. Yeah, I actually kind of like this hand. There's turn 1 Inkmoth Nexus. So, that's not as good for us. Although, I do have Blessed Alliance. Two Ink Moth, okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what's the play here? Do I Thalia them to prevent them from like being able to actually cast spells other than mutagenic growth? Or do I Tidehollow to see what's in their hand? Or do I Blessed Alliance their attacker? You think I hold up Alliance here? I mean, I could see that. Just get rid of one of their things. If they miss a land drop, it's like especially good for us, but that's likely not to happen. Wow, they missed a land drop. Or at least they haven't played a land this turn. Sacrifices an attacking creature. And see, normally I wouldn't just slam Thalia like this, but I'm going to play Thalia because then it prevents this from attacking next turn unless they have exactly a basic. No, see, if they play a creature here... Oh, they missed another land drop. So I was going to say, if they play a creature there, next turn I can play Temple, Sculler something out of their hand, Strangler their creature. And see, now I think I just play Thalia plus Sculler. I'm going to play Sculler first. Just to see what they've got. Jesus, they've got a lot of stuff. I just take their Glistener Elf, I guess. Yeah, I just take their Glistener Elf. And then I play Thalia. The Sculler Strangler combination is stupid, by the way. Am I on like hold priority automatically or something? It's had me like click through all of my spells. Like all of my own spells. This is weird. Yeah, I think this game is over. This game is super over. I don't really think there's anything. Yeah, they really can't do anything. That was a quick 2-0-4-0. Holy crap. I wonder if my stream is behind. Taking a little bit of time to load into our next one here. I guess everyone got word that we were playing some taxes, and they were like, nope, let's get out of here. What? Alright. I would like to play first. Is all the burn players leaving? Gosh, this hand is really close. If we draw a second land, this hand is just stupid. But we have to draw a second land for that hand to be really good. The Vial is going to help us, but it's going to slow us down. Oh, man, I really want to, though. No, I have to be smarter about it. Yeah, this hand is really land heavy, but it's keepable. Yep. Yeah, your deck is a lot better at keeping one-landers, though. Hardened Scales, alright. Okay. Please stop. I hate Mox Opal. It's like one of the things ruining the modern format right now. Okay, Tidehollow Sculler. What are we taking? We're taking this Walking Ballista. Well, I mean, if they play a land next turn, they play Walking Ballista on 2 because it's that. They can shoot down my Tidehollow Sculler. I think I take the Walking Ballista, actually, because I don't want them to shoot down my creatures. Because if they play another creature, if they draw another creature, like if they Ancient Stirrings into something or whatever, I can eat it with a Strangler by eating whatever's under this. And I think I like taking Walking Ballista here. Yeah. Because I don't like them just shooting down my board. This is like one of the best cards in this deck. I love Tidehollow Sculler. Holy crap. Yep, you played your Ancient Stirrings. Knew you were doing that one. What are you getting? You've got to be kidding me. At least I can't play it this turn, right? Christ. Animation module, sure. Give me that other ballista. Get it out of my face. And they have... Oh, they drew Blink Moth and they have Ink Moth. Okay. And then I play this land, which I probably should have played beforehand, but... They were like, we have another one where that came from. And we were like, so do we. Take your other Walking Ballista. Get it out of my face. Alright. And now they're going to draw a third Walking Ballista, and we're just going to cry a little bit inside. Nope, they drew an Ancient Stirrings. Okay. Another Walking Ballista? Ravager. Okay, I'm actually okay with Ravager. Because they're going to play land, play Ravager, pay with Animation Module. And they played the Blink Moth. So they have an Ink Moth in hand. Are they paying 1? Yep, they have a servo. The biggest problem is if I Wasteland Strangler their creature, they can sack an artifact to make it bigger. I think I just play the Blade Splicer here. Just so I have a first striker. You think? Oh, you think you make him eat? Maybe. I actually don't mind that as much. Because they're going to eat regardless, but it's going to get rid of one of the things onto these anyway. And then I have a creature without one of these. Eat that stupid thing. Yep. They played their Ink Moth. What are they playing? They draw another Walking Ballista. Throne of Geth. Okay, sure. He does have Ink Moth lethal. The problem with going through Ink Moth lethal is I still have 2 mana up. So if I have a removal spell, he puts all of his eggs into one basket and dies. I guess I just Thought-Knot Seer. Yeah, there's nothing I can choose. That's fine. There's no point in just losing a creature to this Arcbound Ravager. What do we got? Sure. They're going for it. Okay, no blocks. Yep. It's too bad we don't have a Path to Exile. Alright, well, that one wasn't super fun, but this is what this stuff in our sideboard is for. So, that's what we're going to bring in. Blade Splicers are a little slow. Leonin Arbiters likely don't do a whole lot, so we can cut those. And then I kind of like everything else. Do we want Zealous Persecution? Is that too cute? Their creatures really kind of... Oh, I probably want Rest in Pieces too, actually. Because it stops all their... Yeah, Flickerwisp and Eldrazi Displacer are stupid. And I just cut a Wasteland Strangler. Rest in Peace cuts off all their Arcbound Ravager shenanigans. And I really like cutting those off because it's kind of what makes the deck tick really well. So... So Arcbound Ravager can still get counters itself, but on its the modular triggers don't trigger because it doesn't go to the graveyard. This hand's really slow. It's hitting our land drops, but there's no like thing to go off of it. Yeah, this hand's a lot better. Yeah. Oh boy, chat. We're gonna do the thing this game. Oh. Sure. Show me your secrets, opponent. Oh boy, 2 Walking Ballistas. I think I take Ancient Stirrings. Because, like, Walking Ballista on 1 doesn't really do anything. They drew Hardened Scales. Of course they did. Played their Forest. Played their Opal. Take their Walking Ballista. Swing for 4. Put a stop on their draw step so I can Tidehollow Sculler their hand at their next draw step. Activate. We are putting the full chokehold on them. This is Thoughtseize Tribal, just so everyone's aware. This is what Thoughtseize Tribal looks like. Played one of your canopies, draw a card with canopy, sure. Play another Hardened Scales, okay. That one's pretty good. No. Drawing another land for us sucks, though. We're also putting them to 6, so I don't know. Steel Overseer, that's a good one. But they're forced to block next turn, so... Yep. Yeah, they actually have to block both of our creatures, and they can't really do anything about it. That was a good one. That did everything we wanted it to. So let's try that one again. Let's see. Turn 1. We have turn 1 Aether Vial, I guess. And then, like... no, we... Oh, God. This hand is so awkward. These Shambling Vents are so bad sometimes. I wonder if I should cut one of these and add another untapped black-white source. Yeah, but not getting Aether Vial down while it's in my opener is just like the worst feeling in the world. I mean, I can like turn 2 Displacer, turn 3 Thought-Knot Seer if we draw a land. Yeah. It's fine. They're going to go down to... They've already gone down to 6. I guess we are on the draw, too. I didn't think about that. And I should have. Yep. You have a worker. Or we do what we did last game. I'm going to do what we did last game. Is that okay with everyone else? Oops. Because Thought-Knot Seer on turn 2 is so good. Hang her back, sure. They have Dismember and 2 lands. Goodbye, Dismember. That hand is not very good. I guess they did mulligan down. Did they? I don't remember if they kept on top or not. On the bottom. So they mulliganed and then bottom to their scry. What'd they draw? Anything good? It's too bad this is a tapped land still. If we draw an untapped land, we can go that Displacer and then Tidehollow Sculler off the Vial. Yeah, I was like, don't attack me. That's bad. I'll block. Nature's Claim my Vial. Oh, okay. Getting a little tricksy there, are we? That's funny. That doesn't actually do anything. I think I just play this tapped and swing with the Thought-Knot Seer. They can, yeah, they can't kill my Thought-Knot Seer. So. What'd they get? Walking Bliss on 1? Sure. They have a card exiled, right? They do. So do I Strangler plus Displacer? Or do I Strangler Fatal Push something? If I like Fatal Push... If I Strangler the Arcbound Worker, it'll die, and then on the trigger of wherever it's going, I push it so they don't get the counter to wherever it's going. I kind of like that, actually. Just get rid of 2 of their creatures. Yeah, they're going to get a bunch of 1/1s. And next turn we can start flickering their creatures with the Displacer. This is such a high value card in this matchup. It's so stupid. Yep. I go to 20. What have you got? 4 mana. Hangerback Walker, sure. That one's going to be the best one to flicker. I'm sorry, opponent. I mean, I'm not really, because you're playing that deck, but... Yeah, I was like, that's just not an easy one for them. Anything that flickers or like exiles their creatures, so like Spell Quellers and obviously like Flickerwisp and Eldrazi Displacer, like those cards are just so good against the Hardened Scales deck. And like Spellskite, oh boy, Spellskite is so good against them. It's so stupid. I mean, also, like, Thought-Knot Seer on turn 2 is usually pretty strong against just about every deck. But, like, if you can kind of change what they're trying to do, like, if they're trying to get extra counters on something or manipulate counters by moving them around, and then you force them to do it when they don't want to, and you do it in a way that makes them get less counters or whatever, like Fatal pushing their Hangerback Walker in response to the modular trigger, like, you start setting them on a back foot and, like, setting their plans that are in motion away from where they're supposed to go. And that's how you disrupt them. You disrupt the stack for that matchup without using so many counter spells. Like, bounce spells against Hardened Scales is so bad just because, like, if they have a Hardened Scales, they can just play it out for bigger or better or whatever, and, like, it's real dumb. Gosh, the Shambling Vent, every time. If this is a slower matchup, this is probably okay. But, like, if this is not a slower matchup, this hand is not very good. I'm going to go back. Yep, I'll keep this one. Yep. Tron. Alright. Well, we tried. Hey, does everyone know how much I hate Tron? Because I can guarantee you it's a lot. It's a lot of hatred. What have you got? What's your big payoff? You have so many lands. Get that Karn out of my stupid face. Holy crap, we might actually be able to beat them. Their payoffs are just that other Ugin. This is like game over. They have natural Tron, and they have a billion Tron pieces in hand. Yep. Yep. Oh my god. This is gonna be real nasty. What's your draw step like? Oh boy. They've got nothing. So this one, yes. This one, no. Literally fading a single draw step. Forest. They have a billion mana. Wormcoil Engine. Yep, that's not enough, bud. Yes. Yes. Alright, against Tron, Stony Silence has come in. Aven Mindcensor, maybe? Probably, definitely a Warder. Does Mindcensor come in? I think so. And then we cut Blade Splicers and Stranglers. A couple of the Stranglers. Probably all the Stranglers, actually. And we leave a Wasteland, or a Blade Splicer in. Or no, we can bring in Gideon. Just like, he puts on such a huge clock. The Chad clock. Don't worry, it's not a joke, I promise you. How are you doing today, Ashes? How's your Sunday going? I know you were upset about rain, but... Okay, on the draw, this hand does not produce enough power. It doesn't have a clock. It doesn't do anything. This hand is stupid. Yeah, that's going to be a good one. Oh boy. I don't know what's going on, but I'd like to know. Sanctum of Ugin. Nature's Claim. Let's take the Nature's Claim. Alright, so they drew that. They're going to play that. Okay. That one's pretty good, too. And play this Stony Silence. Look, my Tidehollow Sculler's activated abilities can't be activated. Drew an Ancient Stirrings, that's pretty good. They played Oblivion Stone. What are they getting out of this one? Anything good? They got an Urza's Factory. Okay. Think I'm going to attack with this. Oh, they played Sanctum. That's right. Okay. Attack with this. Next turn, if they play Tower, they could have 7, 8, 9 mana, which is not enough to Ulamog. It's enough to Ugin. I have a Ghost Quarter, so should I shut them off of that? If I play Displacer... and then just Ghost Quarter one of their Tron lands during their draw step. Why'd I just click through that? Okay, they played the Urza's Factory, so we don't have to worry. They have, what, 5 mana? Okay. Gideon, that one's good. But I don't want to play it without having the ability to Ghost Quarter something. Okay, on your draw step, Ghost Quarter the power plant. That's a pretty forest. Oh, they drew the tower, too. You know, sorry, not sorry. I should have just played the Displacer last turn. Because then I could Gideon kill them right now, couldn't I? I'd have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I'd have exactly lethal. Christ, whatever. I think I play the Displacer now. And then play the Thalia. Because they're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They'd have 7 mana. I know 2 of the cards in their hand. If they have Natural Tron, then I die from an Ugin. Well, no, because then I have these 2 idiots in play. Yeah, I think I play the Thalia. And hope they just don't have it. Forces them to tap a lot more. I'll have 6 power in play with these 2 after an Ugin minus. This game is quite wonderful. I've got to tell you right now, man, this is sweet. I don't know what happened to me. At one point, I switched from Merfolk to Black-White Eldrazi in Taxes, and I loved that deck, and I played it for like 6 months. And for some reason, I stopped playing it. I don't know what happened, but I stopped playing it. Oh, God, of course they do. Alright, alright, alright. You got me. Doesn't look like... Oh, it was their draw step. Please don't have a land drop. Okay. That sucks for me. Yeah, that sucks. I should have played the other Stony Silence out. God. Yeah. That really sucks. It's alright, though. We were up a game going into this. We'll be on the play on the next one. They went and got Wormcoil Engine, sure. -4, Ugin. 4 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 Yep. Okay. Displacer is good, except they can bolt it. Stony Silence doesn't do enough. This game was so close. We're going to get Ulamog next, or yeah, Ulamog next turn. Yeah, my opponent got me. GG's opponent. We'll move on to the next one. And we're going to be the aggressor, and it's going to be not fun for you, I think. Let's go fast, and let's be disruptive. That's the way to do it. 2 seconds. I'm going to have to mute myself to take a phone call. Alright, sorry about that. Oh god, this hand is really close. I would say keep this if we're not the beatdown for this game, but we are. We want to be able to go quicker, and we need lands to put threats into play and stuff. This hand is a lot better. The Ghost Quarter plus Leonin Arbiter and Path to Exile and stuff are going to be a lot more relevant. I don't know if we need a second one of those. I'm just going to bottom that. I'm going to play this and pass the turn. Hopefully draw another black-white source. But we don't need it right this turn. That's a little too late. But that's about to be very strong. Ghost Quartering me, huh? Ooh. That's pretty tricksy, opponent. My opponent doesn't realize how much it screwed us, actually. That really sucks. They also miss a land drop, though, so that's okay. And they aren't just, like, in any way doing anything right now to our Aether Vial, so they're just going to play Forest Nature's Claim. Of course. Chromatic Star, pop it, Nature's Claim, my Vial. Yep. Okay. Okay. It's good. Play the Sculler. See what they've got going on. I'm going to take their Ancient Stirrings, I think. Or did I just take the Ulamog? Ancient Stirring is going to help them find things. I want to take that. I think while I'm on the beatdown plan, I have to be attacking with these bears. Yeah, they are a long ways from Ulamog, that's true. Especially because they can't search. Did Ghost Quarter screw them up? I mean, it did slow them down. Missing a land drop really sucked, I think. Or I guess it's not really missing a land drop, but they like half missed a land drop, I guess. I don't know. There's the Ghost Quarter. And I'm going to play the Displacer this turn, because I can't really Ghost Quarter them into Oblivion anyway. Because, like, if I Ghost Quarter their Power Plant, they aren't, like, doing anything. They're just, like, paying for it and going to get a forest, I guess. Like, I want to do it where I can shut off the Arbiter entirely, like right now. If they don't have another land, I can blow up their power plant. Nature's Claim my Tidehollow Sculler. Yeah, that's fine. You get your Ancient Stirrings back. And they're at... Oh, they're dead. Watch this, guys. Watch this. Activate. Yes, Flickerwisp. Target your land. Flickerwisp. Kill you. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, man. Don't you just love it when Tron dies a painful and horrible death? Oh, it makes me feel so good inside. That is everything I dream of. If I'm ever having a nightmare, it's because my opponent... It's because I'm dreaming about my opponent playing turn 1 Urza's Tower. But if I'm ever having a good dream, it's something like that. It's shutting off the Tron player and making sure they can't do anything. That feels so good. That was a quick 4-0. How long have we been live? Like an hour? Hour and a half, maybe? I mean, it's been a little slow, I guess, but... I say, Jack. We've been live for just over an hour and a half. And we have 4-0'd. All right, come on, guys. Let's load our opponents. My opponents are upset. They don't want the taxes coming for them. Would I like to be on the play? Yes. This hand is a little slow. Like if this was an Eldrazi Temple, I would just like snap keep this hand, but it's not. I think I'm gonna mulligan this one. This hand is worse, but I'll keep it. Path might be useful, but I want. Yeah. Shelldock Isle. Mill, huh? Alright, alright, alright. Whatever you say, opponent. Yep. Push the first one? Sure. Nah, you're good. Don't worry about it. Ensnaring Bridge, sure. Funny story about Ensnaring Bridge. We have answers to that. Fraying Sanity, sure. I think I just take the Mind Funeral. It presents the most mill-intensive thing. Mission Briefing is kind of sweet, though. I prefer the more controlling side of it, to be honest. I think Turbo Mill is really bad. Another Ensnaring Bridge, sure. I'm just going to auto-yield this trigger. Stop clicking through it. What have you got? They played the bridge. They're playing another Fraying Sanity. Yep. Yeah, it's really not a good matchup for them, I don't think. I purposefully don't search my library very often, so archive traps are really bad. They can't really shut me down too much. Making all their spells cost one more is a big deal. If they play any creatures, I've got answers. Yeah, it didn't really feel like a great matchup for you. Okay, so I bring in the Warder. I bring in the Gideon. I take out 2 of the Path Exiles. I don't really have anything else as far as this matchup goes. Because Stony Silence doesn't hit anything in their deck. Rest in Peace doesn't really do anything except shut off their surgical extractions, and their surgical extractions are really bad anyway. They don't search their library a whole lot, so Aven Mindcensor doesn't really do anything. Every time I feel like I'm playing against this matchup or whatever, I'm always just we never have any tools to beat Mill. And then I realized to myself, I convinced myself that I should, and then I realized that, no, I really shouldn't. You shouldn't have it, cards for Mill. This hand is really slow, especially on the draw. It's got too many lands. This hand is fine. Top. Sure. I really don't like Profane Memento in their deck either. I've never liked that card. I don't think it's very good. Yep. Always yield. Yes. That was a good draw. They should fetch now. Okay. Are they going to fetch? Yeah. Sure. Do you think? Fatal Push? Sure. Yeah. So play this. Okay. There's a couple different options here. I can play Strangler with no value. It's likely not to have any value, to be honest. And I can just put a beater into play. And then play Tidehollow Sculler on their draw step, see what they have, and then have an Aether Vial in play. Another Aether Vial in play, I think. But I don't think that really does anything. I mean, it puts the beats on, which is exactly what I want to be doing. Maybe that's what I should be doing. And then I can always Flickerwisp my Wasteland Strangler if they play a creature and then get rid of the card. Yeah, that seems right. Especially because next turn they might play like Ensnaring Bridge and something, so I need to grab it regardless. So let's go with the Strangler for no value. And then I'm going to play another Aether Vial, too. They probably don't have a whole lot of answers for another Aether Vial, to be honest. Draw step. Activate. Yes. Tidehollow you. Do they have the... Nope. God, they don't have anything. Take your Visions of Beyond. Play a Field of Ruin. Are you going to Field of Ruin one of my lands? You're going to play the Fraying Sanity, sure. Play the Profane, so you have nothing in hand. Yep. Okay, yes. Yes. Wait, oh, duh, come on. It just, like, I was already casting, so it did that. Dang it. Whatever. It's all good. And right now, I should be Ghost Quartering them to cut them off of blue, because all of their spells are blue. They have one card in hand. It doesn't look like it does anything. Do I Flickerwisp now? Flickerwisp the Tidehollow Sculler? Probably not. Because then it puts 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 into play. Doesn't increase the clock. Now we'll just leave it like this. So this one, yes. This one, no. And it's still my upkeep. My opponent thinking about doing something. Geez, now I have a bunch of this stuff, huh? Ghost Quarter. If I Ghost Quarter their Field of Ruin, they can't use it because searching with Arbiter is really bad. They could use it, I guess, in response. Blow up one of my lands that are remaining. I think I just attack. want to see what you have in your hand. Oh, that comes back at the beginning of my next end step. I'm stupid. I should have done this during their main phase. I didn't even think about it. They can draw a card now. Yeah, sure. Do they draw a removal spell? That's the real question. No. No. Attack with lethal in play? Wow. We got there. 5-0 with Eldrazi and taxes. That's pretty awesome. That was a lot of fun, actually. And we have 8 treasure chests to open, which we're going to open right here on stream, because that's what we do. Yeah, open one of these. Let's see what we get. We got a Glittering Wish. That's pretty awesome. And a couple of random cards here. We're going to open them one at a time. Build anticipation. Some play points. Some random uncommons and a common from RTR. The Great Worm from RTR. That's pretty sweet. I thought you were only supposed to get those when you opened a booster box. Some more play points, some random commons, some more play points, some random common and uncommon, Exotic Orchard, and a Meletis Charlatan. That's cool. Let's see. A couple of random cards here. Last one. Let's something awesome. Boom. Lupine Prototype. Oh, yeah. I remember when there were people talking about when this card got spoiled, they were like, oh, put this in vehicles because it can't attack or block unless someone has no cards in hand. Yeah, that's true. But it can crew literally any vehicle for 2 mana. So, except for that, I think there's one that crews for 6, isn't there? So, that was a ton of fun. I'm really glad that we did that. That was a blast. So, I'm going to go ahead and go on a Be Right Back screen real quick, and then we're going to jump over to Mono White Enchantments. That should be a lot of fun as well. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't yet, please hit the follow button. And if you want to, on my YouTube channel, which there's a link below the Twitch stream for that, please hit the YouTube button there. Go to subscribe or hit subscribe on my YouTube channel. That'd be awesome. All of my old leagues are posted on there with the exception of one league that I'm not going to put up there because it was dumb. I couldn't actually finish the league after the first game because my opponent put an infinite loop and it locked us out of the game. So that was kind of crazy. So if you got to watch that, then you were like one of the very few people that actually got to see it. But anyway, like I said, I'm going to be right back with Mono White Enchantments, so don't go anywhere.